Well, today you're listening to Monday with the Mayor here on 18 WJTS, and today we're on the phone with Jasper Mayor Dean Vonderheide. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
We're on the phone today because of COVID, and our county has seen a very big spike in cases and deaths recently.
We have, and it's really unfortunate, and I think we can anticipate that these high numbers, both in the infection rate and the number of deaths, are probably going to continue for a week or two. There was no doubt about it going into the holiday season. We were concerned, and it looks as though our concerns are playing out as we see the number of actual deaths increasing. Of course, that is attributable to the number of infections and hospitalizations. So we're really asking people, this is real. This is not something we should play around with. And it's in our control. I know there's been a lot of people isolated, and it's going to require us to be very diligent over the next several weeks in order to get this back into control, if we ever get it in control. I mean, the good thing is we have the vaccinations on the way. They're being planned to be delivered to Du Bois County through the health department, and we're looking forward to that distribution, but that's still to come. And we've got a little time that we have to wade through this and protect each other. So when the vaccines do come, it's going to be issued by priority. The way the health department gets their direction from the Indiana State Health Department and CDC. So when we look at that prioritization, it's going to be a while before it gets to everyone. And it is going to require us to really pay close attention to what we're doing and who we're with for the next month or two, at least.
And this will sound like a broken record since we've had to talk about it so much recently. How can people stay safe, and what can they do to help minimize the spread?
Well, I've been telling people the best thing you can do is just act as though you have it, and you're trying to not pass it on to others. So, keep your distance, wear your mask, wash your hands regularly, and if you can avoid a crowd, if you can avoid a group, avoid it. I know over the Christmas holidays here, it was tough for some. It was tough for me. I was isolated and wasn't able to see parts of my family during that time, but it was the right thing to do. I wanted to protect them, and they understood. And I think that's what people have to look at is what's the right thing to do in order to get through this. There are too many younger individuals. I mean, everybody was saying it's the elderly that are being impacted. Yes, the elderly are being impacted. But there's also middle age and young people that are being impacted. And I tell you, we have control over that if we want to take those steps. And I don't know why individuals would not want to take steps to protect others. It sure seems to be in our DNA around here to look after each other. Well, this is one way we can do it.
Yeah, and there is a bright side to all of this. The cultural center is looking pretty nice right now.
It is, and we were originally establishing a January 7th grand opening date, and we're delaying that obviously because of the situation with the pandemic, but also it's going to give us an opportunity. Though the construction is complete, we're going back and there's a couple items that need to be touched up, fixed up, and then we're also moving volumes of books in from the library. So during this time, there's still some moving going on, and we'll have it in tip-top shape whenever we do have a grand opening. I will say, though, that the arts department is looking at doing a virtual display of the Mellencamp display, so you can do a virtual tour of the exhibits on the 7th, and at least we're targeting the 7th to be able to do that if everything plays out well. So at least people will be able to see what it's all about and where we are with it. And again, it's going to be a great asset to the community. When it does open up, we will have to abide by whatever the county guidelines are as far as number of people in the area. We have 3 different areas, though: the library, the atrium, and the arts. And so each of those will have their capacity limits, and we'll have to abide by that. But I look forward to letting the public see this treasure that we've worked on so hard and have it built. Really looking forward to being utilized at 100% capacity, but that might be a while.
Yeah, that is true. Well, thanks for joining us today.
Well, thank you for having me, Ann.
Today you've been listening to Monday with the Mayor here on 18 WJTS, and today we've been on the phone with Jasper Mayor Dean Vonderheide. Thanks for tuning in. This is 18 WJTS, local people watching local people.